Okay, I'm sure I'm not alone on this, but when I pre-order a toy like 6 months or maybe even a year ago and I don't get it first, it like makes me just a little upset. So when I saw that you could go to New York Comic Con, walk right up to the booth and buy one of these, I was like running to the front door thinking that mine has got to be on the way. Like I went out there looking for a FedEx truck going, well, if they're selling them there, mine should be here any day. And then when you send it out like 2 months later after people already have it, I got news for you, Mezco. We're nerds. We like to get our toys first. Like, it sucks when the toy's been out for 2 months and then you decide to mail it 2 months later. That, Mezco, is why you guys suck as a company. These amazing action figures with real soft goods is why you shine, and it keeps us waiting. But when we got toys on pre-order that I probably won't be getting for like 3 years, come on, man. Like, let's pump it up a little bit. Let's check out this Red Skull. Alright, so here you have this Red Skull standing right about 6 inches tall, and I got him like kind of like in like a little bit of an action pose here. So he's actually a little bit shorter than other characters, but if I stretch him out, he's right about 6 inches tall. I went ahead and pulled out the Red Skull collection. Just figure we'll knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. We'll do the collection, and we'll kind of do like how big he is all in one video. Over here we have the Onslaught Red Skull, which is a must-in collection. You got to get that. Harlem Zolo Red Skull, also another must. This Mezco One and like the green jumper, like that. I'm just surprised that they even made that, and I'm really glad that they did. And then they're also making the other one. We got to figure we got 3 caps. We could probably use 3 Red Skulls, but I'm cool with just 2. Then you have this one, which also comes with a cube, and then there's this one, which comes with the little purple cube. I don't really know why they're 2 different colors, but it's cool because this hand like fits this cube perfect to where you can like hold it upside down. They really kill it with their sets of hands. This used to be like my favorite Red Skull right here. Now I'm kind of going for the green jumper. And when we get the new one in the black costume, that one will probably be my favorite. This one used to be my favorite at one point just because I just really like kind of like the cool classic costume. This one, I never really was a big fan of that. And this with the iron, like I think that was just in the cartoon, but I thought it was really cool that they did it cool enough to where first off, he does come with 2 heads. I thought this head was actually pretty cool, but when you got this one with the, you know, like the teeth showing, like you're gonna get 2 of these, so I'm gonna end up displaying 2 heads. Anyway, I just figured with the flamethrower, like that grinning face, just kind of suited it just a little bit better. I already showed you the Power Cube hand. I just wanted you to get a close-up look at that because I love how they take the time to make each hand individual so it actually like holds the accessories. He does come with 2 fisted hands, which are cool, but you just have so many good options to where it's just hard to use these. And then you also have like a kind of like a grip holding hand, like it doesn't have a trigger in it, so it's kind of either way on that. I guess that just kind of holds the front of his flamethrower. On mine, the flamethrower, I went ahead and modified this. Like this thing, like it's a must. Like pretty much just put the flamethrower on him. I can't imagine displaying him without that amazing flamethrower. The stand, like always, same stand you get. I just love these stands. I love they do a great job. Best stand in the business. Really digging that. The only thing I don't like about this action figure is that on the flamethrower, I went ahead and did a little customizing myself, and I don't do customizing pretty much ever. I went ahead and drilled a hole in there. I even put it in there a little bit crooked because I'm not a customized guy. I went ahead and cut some of the flames off of the Bandai effects, dremelled that down, and it actually plugs right in there. I mean, I think it's cool. If they would have did like one that was like 3 inches long, like a flame that came out to here, like that's the only thing that I don't like about this action figure, is that they didn't include like some kind of like a plug-in flame. Like they'll do a plug-in bullet, but you can't do a plug-in flame. Like even if you would have made it permanently attached, I would have been cool with it. So this action figure, the flamethrower is a must. I'll go ahead and kind of get this out of the way for you can see him. He does come with hands that, like a front hand that grips the front handle here. A really nice trigger hand that I just yanked off because it's stuck on there, which that's cool. I'll go ahead and plug that back on there. I think it's on there. It comes with a really cool pistol that fits in the holster. Like this is also a really nice way to display him. I'm sure we'll get this pistol with the other one as well. So I'll display this pistol probably in his hand on the other one. Tons of detail, which is weird on this thing. Like normally they really go the extra mile on these guns. Like they'll have a clip that comes out, they'll have a bullet you can see. I don't see any of that on this one. At least I tugged on it a little bit. I couldn't get it to come out. Has a silencer that's like nothing's removable. It's a really cool gun, but from Mezco you kind of expect a little bit more than a really cool gun at this point, especially when they got interchangeable clips and stuff like that. The green jumpsuit, I love like how like on the Mezco, like they do like kind of like a baggy, like whenever they try to do spandex, it's usually not tight enough on the action figure. So when you do a character that requires a baggy costume, I think it works a lot better. If you want to take this backpack off, which I highly recommend that you don't because he's really cool with it, you just flip it apart right here, and then this belt like just comes loose on one side, and you can kind of slide his arm in there and his head goes up here, and it actually works really good. Clips right on there. You got a flamethrower, you got to use this accessory. I love like the battle damage, like the scratches and stuff. They did a great job on the flamethrower. On these boots, it's like you can kind of see like a textured leather on the boot. The articulation on this thing, which normally I wouldn't cover it, but I will cover it on this one, is a little weird. The head is on a ball. I think that the bottom of the neck is also on a ball. You get tons of movement there. The stitching here, at least on mine, is like a little loose. I don't know if it's supposed to be loose like that or not. It almost kind of looks like it came loose. And that, like, look at the texture on these straps. Like, they killed it on the flamethrower. It's a must display. You got to pull this out. The articulation on the shoulders are on a ball. On mine, it almost seems like they're like a little restricted, and I don't think it's the fabric. It's like you're having a hard time like picking them up and back on that. I don't know what's going on. Like you can't ever see it. Like pray to God that this like suit doesn't rip, because I don't think it can come off or on. Like it would have been nice if they would have had a zipper here. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, like, I don't know, I guess you're never going to take it off anyway, so it doesn't matter. It does have like a bicep swivel, which you only get so much out of that because of the fabric. I'm sure there's a double elbow in there somewhere, which works really well. The band on here, it looks like it's stuck on here. The wrists are on a ball, and this one particular hand on mine doesn't stay on there very well. If I did try like these other hands on there, and they actually click on a little bit better. It doesn't fall off, it just doesn't click on very well. And that's it, kind of their articulation. Like its ab crunch is real basic, real similar to the other ones. It does turn at the waist here, but you're only going to get so much of that because of the fabric. It does like a ball up here at the thigh, which works pretty well. There's tons of movement because this thing, you know, it's got a baggy costume, and this really works well. I'm really digging this Red Skull. Like finally a villain to go with my Captain America. I got 3 caps, 1 Red Skull. We're gonna have another Red Skull. I'm really digging this toy. I was really looking forward to it, and that's why I said, like, when I saw guys get it before me, I was a little bummed out. I was like, what the heck, like, where the hell is mine at? I'm gonna go ahead and put him up with the Mezco collection. I'll show you some of that. I'll take a couple pictures with maybe like some Hydra shoulders, something cool like that. Either way, here's this Red Skull. Let's show you the collection. Okay, so here's the Mezco collection. I went ahead and threw the Batmobile over here just because that thing is definitely worthy to be in the Mezco collection. And I've also started adding a few other little pieces here and there in the Mezco collection just to make it a little bit more exciting, because there's not nearly as many villains as I'd like to have in this set. So I'm throwing in some regular action figures in the mix, like this Lex, just to try to liven it up a little bit, and I think it's making it a little bit more exciting. Like you got Jigsaw back here with the explosions, as if he got hit with this rocket launcher by Punisher. So just trying to dress it up a little bit. And then this Red Skull, I'm really digging this. Finally got somebody to go with one of these Captain Americas. I'm not real sure if I'm going to leave it like this. I am for now. I pulled out a handful of Hydra soldiers. And here's the flame effects. I cut a little piece off of that to put inside of his flamethrower. So there's a Red Skull. It really looks cool on that display right there. Like always, thanks for watching.